So a while ago, when I still had internet, I was kind of scrolling through, and it might be one of the reasons why my SIM card, one phone and two SIM cards were destroyed. Um, I saw Carl Cook riding Big Lick on YouTube. I recognized him. I didn't say anything about it, but I'm under such surveillance that he realized that I had seen multiple videos of him. He's a 500-pound man. He is riding horses that have been scarred and hurt, so that all the weight is on the back, and they're pulling their feet up as high as they possibly can. These are very skinny horses, and so I want to talk to you about charity. And so it was a charity that was, going out and trying to buy these horses and rehab them if they could, and if they couldn't rehab them, they euthanized them, because a lot of these horses just end up being sent to dog food. And my horse Phoenix, I had hobbled her legs, and she had just decided that she wasn't going to have anything of that. I was experimenting with different things, and she kind of broke free and went running down the street, and she had the hobble hanging on one of her feet, so she was stepping real high. And that's when one of my neighbors, an old man, said, "I'll buy that horse off of you." And so I moved her, and I never called him when I was going to sell her. Because I didn't want her to go through that. But one of the things that people do around here is they're trying to say, like, I got these scars on my arm, and it really looks like lion scars, the spaces. Yeah. But people were able to manipulate my consciousness. That I had, horses communicate through kicking each other. Some people say that you never strike a horse. Right. But I was trying to just a quick little slap on this horse, and to get him to stand still. Yeah. It doesn't really work, but yeah. And then I thought he got vindictive with me and dragged me along the barbed wire fence. I don't know if that's what happened or not. But what I do know is I didn't do any harm to that horse, and we were just being pissy to each other. So nothing like, messing up their feet, breaking their back legs. I mean, there's one of these where the hips of the horse is broken, and its legs are just going in different directions as it's trying to walk. So when you think about how evil and cruel people are willing to be. I mean, this man, Cook Veterinary Medicine, which is what they call animal testing facilities, is not even a mile from here. And you hear the pump at night when they're incinerating the animals. They're not incinerated high enough temperature to destroy the chemicals that killed them when they're going into these pipelines. And they have lots of vocabulary about why these people here don't deserve life, deserve pain, could get opium if they wanted, all of that kind of thing. Or we could, and the thing here is that if you die on these premises, you're handed over to the pharmaceutical industry without your consent, without your family's consent. Your family can't even, that happens so fast, your family isn't even notified, and you've already been dissected. And so they are exposing us to chemicals, and then they get our bodies to see if they could kill us faster the next time. And this man, Carl Cook, who owns that or runs that, is riding these horses for pleasure and just destroying them in front of the public. So it's, I was thinking about the crooked weights and measures, that anything that, never done anything like that. And it's just about, He's got money, he provides jobs, he's ruined so many people's lives because when they find out some of the disgusting things that he's doing, like he doesn't follow best practices when disposing of very dangerous, chemically contaminated animals, and it is getting on people, and then he dissects the people, and he is not respectful with their remains when he does this. He sometimes is very playful with their remains when he does this. And a lot of people have found that out too late, so that by the time that they have timed out their non-compete and their non-disclosures and everything like that, they are non-employable. And they don't tell you that it's going to be that kind of stuff. That you're not going to be allowed to disclose. You think you don't want to expose trade secrets. You didn't think that it would be ethics violations on that to an extreme, like whistling Flight of the Valkyries extreme. Or Tristan and Isolidad extreme, because like everybody knows. I am honestly surprised that there is not a yearly Wagner event in this town. It's just, and you know what I'm not surprised by is because there's a yearly Holocaust remembrance and a place called Shalom that caters to Al Rukin homeless people, and so anyway. I have not wanted to talk about, anybody wants to talk to me about that place over there. I don't want to talk about it because what can I do about it? I'm not going to join PETA and go in there and turn anybody loose and all that stuff. But I know when I stopped eating meat, my rabbit and my birds became more peaceful and contented around me. But they are still smelling these dead rats, dead monkeys, dead rabbits, dead anything that he's working on over there. He really does have monkeys in there. And anytime there's any kind of disease going around, we all get it.